What's happening, guys? Jim the Game Guru. Today's video, 11 games in the coming soon section of Nintendo eShop that I am keeping my eye on. The Eye of Sauron on these games to see if they're going to be any good. I think the coming soon section for the Switch has been really weak lately. There are just so many bad games. A lot of indie games that do not look good at all. I'm hoping that these 11 games are halfway decent. I think the first 6 games are kind of, I'm on the fence about. We're going to see whether or not when they come out, they're going to land in the Yard of Roses or are they going to land in the Yard of Poo. The last 5 games on the list, I think, are going to be a pretty good games. And I feel really confident that they're going to be solid titles. And because 4 of those 5 games are Nintendo games. So I hope that Nintendo does not screw them up. But let's go ahead and dig into the list. Okay, so the first title is Kataria Fables. Now this one, when I first went to the eShop, I kind of passed on it. I was like, okay, that art for that game looks like crap, probably a dumb game. And then when I clicked into it, I was like, oh, what is this? And it looks like one of those relaxing, cool games where you're on a farm and you're planting things and you have this cute little town. And there's these animals. Like a lot of the people, a lot of the townsfolk in the town are animals. And I like that. I like themes where you have these small little wilderness towns that are populated by animals. The developer on this game, though, kind of worries me. It's P-Cube, and they have some games that are actually good, and then they have other games that are totally garbage. So I'm hoping that this game is actually going to be one of those very relaxing, casual type of games that can be fun. Next game on the list is Farmers Co-op Out of This World. My god, this one, I feel like it's a complete total clone of Overcooked. It just feels like they just completely ripped off Overcooked, but instead of cooking, it's farming, and you grow vegetables, and I'm assuming you're supposed to deliver vegetables after you grow them, and maybe certain ones are in demand or whatever, but it looks just like Overcooked, but with growing vegetables. It is local co-op for up to 4 players, so that one I'm definitely going to keep a close lookout on. I'm hoping that one is good. I'm hoping they don't rip off Overcooked as much as I think they're doing, and that it has something that can differentiate the game. That's going to be very important. Okay, the third game is Ultra Age. Okay, so I saw a trailer of this from Nintendo not too long ago. The combat in it looks actually pretty cool. I am worried about the story. I'm worried about the characters. I'm worried about the story. And the biggest reason why I'm worried about that is because in the combat areas, it's wide open areas with very little detail in the environment. And usually in the past, when I've played games with big open combat environments with like hardly any details, they've usually been games that have not been very good. So I'm hoping that with this one, excellent story, excellent characters, and they tie it all in beautifully. But we will see. On the fourth game on the list is Colors Live. Now, this one's not actually really a game. It's a drawing app that comes with a pen. And I actually purchased this. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, the deluxe version, and it has the pen that comes with it. And I cannot wait to get that. My daughter does a lot of drawing, and she does a lot of cool drawing on paper. She does anime characters and stuff. And I really want to see how she can draw with this pen on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm going to do a video on that once I get it. I'll have her draw on the video and see how cool that particular app is. So it's Colors Live. I'm actually kind of excited about that one. I mean, I'm hoping that's not going to be a bust. Okay, the fifth game on the list is Cruisin Blast. I love Cruisin USA way back in the day. And this one looks like just silly, fun racing. Now, I hope there is good gameplay to it. I hope the vehicles feel good. I mean, yeah, I know this is going to be very arcadey. It's going to be very silly and just over the top. But I really hope the action in the game, as far as the driving action and the controls, are really good. The controls are worrying me because it looks kind of jerky based on the trailers, like the way the car just jerks to the left or right really quick. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be some solid gameplay there. The sixth game on the list is Eastward. This was on the Indie World. I think this one has excellent pixel art. It has good colors in it. I'm not sure about the story, and obviously until I dig into the game and actually experience the story. So I hope the story's good. I hope the characters are good. They were kind of mysterious on the story with the trailer. That is one that I'm anticipating. I feel like this one should hopefully fall into the Yard of Roses, but we'll see. Okay, so now we're to the next 5, the last 5 on the list, the ones that I feel definitely should be good games, and I hope to God they are. Again, 4 4 out of the 5 of these are Nintendo games. So the 7th on the list is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. I love Banana Blitz. I picked that up, and then Sega, what they did was they ended up screwing me over because right after I bought that, they put this on the eShop as coming soon. And I'm like, oh my god, because I think this one also has Banana Blitz content in it, as well as other levels from the other Super Monkey Ball games. This has like over 300 levels in it. It's all HD remastered, local co-op, and I think that is going to be fantastic. I love Super Monkey Ball. I think it's an awesome ass title, and I feel like this one is going to be really good with all of the 300 plus levels. 8th game on the list, which is probably the best game on this list, and is Metroid Dread. I think Metroid Dread looks fantastic. Nintendo released another trailer today, so it's trailer 2 of Metroid Dread, and it looks great. I love the whole side-scrolling Metroid games with it's like 2D or 2.5D. The one thing that is kind of bugging me though a little bit is that Nintendo seems to be going to this this AI kind of enemies with robots and stuff. I'm a bigger fan of the Metroid games that have alien life in it. And yes, there is alien life in Metroid Dread based on the trailers, but I wish there was more alien life than just having a lot of robotic enemies. And I'm hoping that once I get into the game and once I buy it, because I think it's gonna be a day one purchase for me, is that the game will actually have more alien life than the trailer shows over robotic life. I mean, I don't mind the futuristic stuff with the bases and all that being high tech, but the enemies and the environments, I do like to have that feeling of being on an alien planet. 9th game on the list is Mario Party Superstars. This one I think is going to be fantastic because it's a lot of the original content that was on the previous Mario Parties, and they're bringing it back, and they're making it all new and fresh. And I kind of wish that they would have added this to the existing Super Mario Party, and they would have made this as a DLC to that one, because I feel like this right here is competing with the other Super Mario Party, and it's kind of like, well, I'm not gonna buy the one that's existing on the Switch now if this one's coming out, because I feel like this one's gonna be better. So I feel like Nintendo kind of made a mistake with that. I think they should have probably made this more of like a, I don't know, $30 add-on or something to the other one. 10th on this list is Advanced Wars 1 and 2. Another one that I do not expect any kind of mess-ups at all, because they're doing this based off of the original titles, and they're just remastering, and reimagining, they say. New graphics, maybe some new mechanics, who knows, maybe some new enemies. I'm not sure if they're going to put any new enemy, or I should say enemies, as far as combat units. So I don't know if they're going to do new combat units in it. Yeah, this one I think is going to be really good. I do feel like this one's priced a little high. I don't like the $60 price point on this. Yes, you're getting 1 and 2, I understand, but still, I feel like this one should have been priced more at $40. The last game on the list is a very popular one that everyone is probably knows about, and that is Pokemon Legends Arceus. That one I think is going to be much better than the Pokemon Sword and Shield that they already released on the Switch. I have seen Sword and Shield played. I do not actually own either one of those, and the reason why I didn't pick it up was because I feel like I didn't like the environments too much. I didn't like the way the Pokemon looked, and I didn't like the way they moved in the game. And that was enough to make me not want to spend $60 on the game. This one seems so much better. I like the environments. I like how it looks like it's more of an open world environment. And I like the fact that the way it looks kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild in a way. I like how they did that. I think the Pokemon look better in it. I think the animations look better in it. And I'm actually kind of psyched for this. I'm actually kind of, I feel like this is going to be a good Pokemon game, and I hope it is. But only time will tell once it's released. So there you go. The 11 games that I am keeping my eye on. The last 5 I think are going to be solid. The first 6 could land anywhere, and let's just take a look and see. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.